Alright guys, I apologize again for the camera being so dark. I'm not sure how to make it not do that. I know if I sit up, it probably won't be like that. Yeah, today, I'm starting the new vlog. Today is officially Easter, so I thought I'd start the video, you know, on, on Easter, why not start it at that time? So I guess I probably should have filmed this earlier in the day, but we have been doing a lot of we have been I didn't have a lot of chances to do it today, so I just thought why not do it when everyone goes up. Um and again, I don't want to make this too long, and I'm really gonna whenever I say that, I really actually want to try to not make it too long. Today did not go how I thought it was gonna go. And I don't mean that in a bad way, necessarily. So, I woke up early. I asked mom to wake me up at about 9, but man, I was so freaking tired last night. Um, I was so tired last night because I pulled an all-nighter, and it's like, even when I pull all-nighters before, and I can tell I'm really, really tired in the late afternoon and evening, half the time, and 99% of the time, I still end up staying up late, even still, because it seems like that really tired feeling doesn't last. But even like when mom and Chris were starting to go up, I was still really freaking tired. Like, it was crazy. And it clearly was proved because I went up, I don't even think I watched any videos on my phone, and I just, boom. I still am not really good at snapping, but like, I was out like that. Like, I maybe laid around in bed for 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what made me go to sleep that quick that night. But ironically, I didn't actually get woken up by mom's call. I was actually awake like 20, I'd say 20 minutes before she was supposed to wake me up. So I woke up at like 8:30. Like, I mean, that's definitely why. I actually woke up before mom called me. So I would have been awake on my own that day. Yeah, I don't know. I was just really tired last night. Um, and ironically, I don't feel the same. I mean, I mean, I think the main reason why I'm not nearly as tired now is because I did not pull an all nighter. But yeah. Um, And the reason why I say that today didn't go how I thought it would is because I thought that I would just be looking at the stuff mom got me for Easter in my Easter basket, um, and I would do the coin roll hunt, and maybe like dye some eggs in the afternoon, and then that would be the day. But I woke up and I showered and I came down here. I actually wore one of my flannels today, mainly because it was Easter, and even though I didn't plan on going out that day, it was like, it's Easter, and I still have another new flannel that I can wear, plus that checkered one. Um, so I went down and I looked at the stuff I got at Easter, and then I sat down for a bit because my phone was only at about like 89%, and when I do the hunt, I like to have my phone at least at like 92%. So I was plugging it in and planning not only being downstairs for like, I don't know, 15 minutes, which is probably how long it takes for it to charge 3 more percent. But I heard mom and Chris, because Chris was like pestering mom to go to the park, and or no, you go to the library park and feed squirrels. And mom didn't want to, one, because the library wasn't open that day, and two, because it was Easter, because today's Easter, and two, because dad was doing his band practice thing, and so Tim was here, and obviously his car was blocking the Pathfinder, um, then I had mentioned, oh, just go to the park in the neighborhood. And then Mom was like, "Well, what about walking up to Sunset Park?" And then Chris agreed to it, and then Grandma agreed to it, and I was like, I was tempted to be like, "No, I got to do something," but I went with them. Why not? It's one of those things. It's like I feel like when they do that type of stuff, I feel like I miss it, and like that was something any other day I would have missed. Like I would just happen to be awake early that day, and it was Grandma, Chris, and Mom, so why not? Like yeah, because initially I was like, okay, I'll just do the video when we get back, even if it ends up being in the afternoon. Because I was like, realistically, I'll probably end up doing the hunt in the afternoon anyway. Um, but so we went to the park and we were there until about noon, and then we um, we actually went over to. So yeah. So we went to the park and then we walked around a bit more, and then we stopped at Walgreens because oh yeah, to pick up a prescription because that Dad needed. So we went to Walgreens, and we also got some drinks because because we were thirsty, and well, mainly Chris and I. And then we went home, and then that all we got home at around, I don't know, 12 something, and maybe like 12:30, and then we all ate lunch, and I kind of just sat down here because we ate lunch and then we dyed eggs, which was another like 30 minutes to an hour, and then by the time I was back sitting over here, it was already 4, you know, so just it's one of those things where just time got ahead of me. I mean, that's honestly how it was. Time just got ahead of me today. So but it looks like tomorrow, Mom is already planning on going to the library because it turns out like the Auburn City or something is doing another one of those like find the animals, and they're doing it with bunnies, and we found out that it actually ends at the end of tomorrow, but one of the because it's one of those things where it's like they put little paper things of bunnies, and you have to find them at different parks. And back in like 2021 or something, we did it. It was one in the summer, but it was with squirrels. But this one was with bunnies, obviously because of Easter. So we were the minimum defined to enter yourself in like the giveaway for gift cards and stuff is 10, and we found 9 all at that one park, at Sunset Park. And because Mom was planning on going to the library anyway, we only need one more to enter into the giveaway. And I mean, last time we entered one of these giveaways, we won something, and there are so many different prizes. I mean, they're going to be giving all of them out, and I highly doubt there's a huge giveaway list for something like this. Like, I have a feeling it's not going to be very many people, so there's a good chance we're going to win something. So, yeah, Mom's doing that tomorrow. So, considering she's already has something she's going to do, and it's something that's in Auburn, I doubt that a bunch of more things are going to happen. It's like, if so, I'm probably just going to do the hunt tomorrow. I really wanted to do it before the week starts, and I was considering, like, just doing it at night, which I am also kind of considering, like going upstairs, like I had done that one a couple other times where I just went upstairs at like midnight, and did the hunt like really really early in the first few hours of the morning. Plus, a lot of times the lighting is better when it's at night because it's not getting it's the natural light outside isn't messing with my setup, so I don't have to worry about that ugly blinds light. So plus it's been sunny these days, so I guarantee you that probably would happen. So I was debating about doing that, but my phone right now is only at 54%, and I guess if I like plugged it in right now, it would be charged by the time it's midnight. But if I want to do that, I have to plug my phone in soon because if I want to go up not too late after midnight, probably at most 30 minutes to an hour after midnight. I have to plug this in now, so I got to decide if I am going to do that soon. Probably after because I finally finished season 4 of Dallas, and so meaning Jim Davis is officially not in the cast anymore because he died. But and so the other set of this I had brought down last was season 1 of Star Trek: The Original Series, and I had been kind of wanting to watch some of that anyway, because I had watched like one of the episodes that I had on Fandango, so I decided to start watching that. So maybe after like one episode, I'll decide if I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it tomorrow. But I just hate always doing these videos in the afternoon. Like, I'd rather do them in the morning when I'm awake in the morning or late at night. So I don't know. I'll probably just end up doing it tomorrow, whenever I wake up. Assuming Mom doesn't wake me up to do anything. But the problem is like Mom isn't giving me an answer, like of what like because what I want to do is, as I think I might have mentioned, I want to go to Wally's and go to Saltwater State Park, go to Des Moines, for one of the days. That's the one of the things I want to do, other than Mom taking me to Kent again, to the bank, because she took me to Kent, 2 banks in Kent last time. So plus I feel like I won't have all the issues with Kent that I did with Renton. I don't know. I'm definitely going to avoid Renton for a while. But so um so because that's what I want to do. But like I've been asking her about it and she hasn't given me an answer, and I have a feeling that if I'm like, can we do it tomorrow, she won't give me an answer. And that's the problem, is it's like I don't want to try to wake up early every single day this week, but because I know that we're not going to do something every single day. I mean, it's probably going to be a situation like midwinter break where we have 2 or 3 days in the week that we do something. But it's just annoying because it's like, I don't know what day we're going to do that. And it's like, if I don't know, in theory, I should be trying to wake up early every day. But when I do that, it just destroys me. It's like waking up, trying to wake up early every day of the week normally wouldn't bother me if it didn't just destroy me. So, I don't know. But yeah, so, um, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think anything's going to happen tomorrow. Because I really want to get this hunt done. Even though when I go to the bank, it's probably going to be later in the week. But, which I guess in theory I wouldn't have to hunt it tomorrow. But I don't know. I might still try to make an effort to be up early every day this week because, maybe I will actually, maybe doing that will actually let me, help me hunt stuff in the morning. And I pulled an all-nighter that one night, and I didn't feel absolutely horrible that day. Although, honestly, I think sometimes, like, honestly, when I'm at a point where it's like 5 a.m., I seriously consider just staying up. Because I've noticed that, like, even, like, the difference of falling asleep at 5 a.m. and then waking up at like 9 a.m. destroys me so much more than if I just stayed awake the whole night. So, if I'm going to try to wake up early, I'm either going to not want to stay up too late or go to bed earlier. So, yeah, but yeah, we walked a lot today, and it was nice out too. I don't know. I feel like I've also felt more casual lately, more level-headed. Maybe it's adulthood. Anyway, again, I absolutely, I totally just did another rambling again. Wow, I am horrible. I said I really wanted to make this short, and of course I started rambling again. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. Um, so, oh, they had Mr. Pibb at Walgreens today. So I'm hoping that it's not just an exclusive to Walgreens and I'll have it at Hagen too. But I want to stop talking because it's losing its chilledness. So anyway, although the new label I'm not a fan of, but still. Anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys probably maybe end of tomorrow and an update on the hunt probably. Hey guys, I know you can barely see me. Hold on, I'll turn on a light. Um, I know you guys can't really see me that well. Um, but I just wanted to give a really quick update, and it is really gonna be quick this time. I wanted to update you guys today. So I did do the hunt. Now I did not do the hunt. Um, kind of after midnight like I was wanting. I don't know. I don't know. I just felt comfortable just staying downstairs, and I ended up just deciding. And by the time I went upstairs, it was like past 2 a.m. So I was like, I'm not doing this at that time. So I just thought, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, and whenever I wake up, even if it ends up being in the afternoon, I'll do the hunt. But I actually got woken up at around like 8 or 9 something, and I got woken up by mom, and she called me, um, asking, because Chris wanted to go, because they were gonna go to the park and the library and stuff, and she asked if I wanted to go, and originally my answer was gonna be no, like. She called and she asked that, and I was literally about to say no, but I was like, you know what? I'm up. Why not? Why not do something with them? I don't feel absolutely horrible, and it guarantees I'm gonna do the hunt earlier than I likely would if I went back to sleep. So I was like, you know what? Why not? So it was just mom, Chris, and I. And we went to the because the thing is, I was a little annoyed because I thought that they were gonna feed squirrels, but Chris, it's like we got in the car and then Chris was like, "Oh, actually, I'm gonna go on the playground." But so Chris and I went over to the park area and he played for a bit, and it's funny, we didn't even actually get to feed any squirrels until the very end because we didn't even see any. Um, and we sat there for a while. There were a bunch of other kids there actually and parents. Um, and then eventually, we left, and I so I ended up also convincing mom to take me to the chase on A Street. Just mainly because my main goal was I wanted to see if I could get some dollar coins because I had enough quarters for the mixed hunt, I had enough dimes for the mixed hunt, enough nickels definitely, and I had about as many pennies as I could get. But my goal was I wanted to get some dollar coins or some half dollars that I could actually like hunt for different coins. I apologize for the screen being so red. I'm not sure why it's like that right now. Um, but I'm just checking the time there. Um, but they only had the only guy that had dollar coins, and he only had $13 worth. And I asked if because I was like, I don't know. I guess the only other denomination I'd like to add to is quarters because I had enough dimes at that point. So I was, at first I was like, can I get 4 rolls of quarters? And apparently they had no quarters. Um, so I was like, can I get 4 rolls of dimes? So I ended up getting an additional $20 in them just for the heck of it. Um, but the cool thing, I'm actually glad I went to that bank today because one of the dollar coins in the loose $13 he had was an innovation dollar. So that was actually really exciting. In fact, I saw it. I saw the innovation dollar side of it when he was counting the coins out. So I was I'm really happy that I went and I was really excited about that. And then So we did that, and we were kind of in the area where the Gosenko chocolate is, and we actually ended up going in there. We didn't go to the one where it's actually more of like a cafe. We went to the one that is kind of more of a building, more of like a factory type place. I've actually never been in it until today. And I got a blue raspberry Italian soda, and we got a bunch of chocolate stuff to take home. Um, and then I think that was it. Pretty sure. So yeah, that was actually a fun little outing, and so we got home, and mom and I and grandma were chatting for a little bit, and I was watching some videos because I had run through about 10% of my phone battery, so it was at like 89%. So I was planning to do what I was initially planning to do yesterday, which was plug my phone in for like 15 minutes, then go up, which I actually ended up doing this time. um but like, if I thought that mom and grandma's Western feminism was bad enough. Like, so we were talking about like, we were talking about like prisons and prison populations and stuff, and mom was like, a lot of women are falsely imprisoned, or in prison for hurting their abusers. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, it's also true with men. Like, there are so many men in prison because of false rape allegations and harassment allegations, because there is like this crap happens all the time, and it is like a crazy problem. There's so, like, seriously, I feel like people underestimate how many cases of that there are. Like, seriously. And I was just baffled because I said that, and then mom and grandma are like, no, no. And of course, I didn't let that slide. I was like, yeah. And it pissed me off so much, because it's like, here mom was whining about so many women falsely imprisoned, and yet when it comes to falsely imprisoned due to false allegations and all that stuff, but apparently when it comes to men, that doesn't happen. Like, it rubbed me the wrong way so much. It's like they just didn't want to admit that some women do, like, often create false rape allegations against men. Like, I just think they didn't want to admit that that does happen. Because it's one of those things. It's like, you can tell they reacted like they've heard that before. Like, I don't know, it just pissed me off, especially after she was saying that a lot of women get falsely imprisoned. Like, yeah, it happens, buddy. I don't know, it pissed me off. It really did. um and again, it's Western feminism trying to escape accountability. um and then grandma started talking and saying the word and she said the word conspiracy theory, and I knew that was my time to go up. So that's when I went up. And I eventually went down and brought some food to take up because I was getting a little hungry. um I didn't bring a lot of food up, but so, to end this quickly, as far as how the hunt went, so the hunt went good, but for how big of a volume this hunt was, I was definitely maybe hoping for a few more finds in, one or two more finds in the quarters, dimes, and definitely in the nickels. And I'll tell you what we got. Now, I will say, like, because I was speculating about this in the video, in the footage. Like, maybe part of the reason why I'm feeling this way is because my last few mix hunts have been full of tons and tons of good finds. Like, maybe my expectations have been risen a little bit, so that's why I feel like I should have gotten more. But I also, it's like, I had $330 in quarters, I had $155 in dimes, I had about $80 in nickels. So it's, again, we didn't get skunked. I'll show you what we got. Hold on. I'm not sure how well you can see it because my battery is not. It's not letting me use my flash right now. But here is an example of one of the 2026 half dollars. So, because as you guys know, I got 2 rolls for my walk-up chase. So, I took one example out just as, like, to represent the coins. So, there you go. I've seen pictures of them online, and when I first heard about the design, but now I finally have a few to have in hand. So, I'm really stoked about it. So there you go, 2026 half dollar. And again, it's crazy that, like, of all the denominations for me to first get 2026 coins, half dollars was not what I was thinking I would get first. Oh man, I need to clean my sparkling water cans out. I've actually been cleaning other parts of my room. I should clean this up. But yeah, so again, we did get silver in the dimes, and it was kind of sad though, because I got this only on like roll 3, and then and I did get a Canadian dime, but no other silver. But we did get silver. Ironically, in one of the rolls that I get of all the time, 1960 out of Denver, and usually when I find the year 1960, I don't usually get them in that good a condition. So that was cool. So yeah, so we did get silver, and we got a silver, one really good find in the dimes, and one really good find in the quarters, which it was kind of annoying with the quarters too, because I had gone through literally every single roll of custom wrapped, and then I was like, I think 2 or 3 rolls into the machine wrapped, and I saw a thick edge, and this popped out. Again, it's hard to see how nice it is, but this is in really good shape, by the way, guys. It seriously looks like it was just like someone just popped that out of the set. It is clad, and it's also kind of cool because it's an Oregon State one. It would really be cool to find a Washington State one, but yeah. So if you can understand what I'm saying, like, it's not that I'm not happy with what I got. I definitely am. But I just wish, and I don't have any nickel finds to show you here, but man, the nickels were definitely a disappointment. Like I was saying in the video, it's like, the dimes and quarters produced as much as I could have expected, but I only got like around 10 finds in the $80 worth of nickels, and I only got 2 in the 40s. They were both the same year. Yeah, it was not a good batch of nickels. And I think, and what also sucked, kind of felt like a letdown, was I had those rolls that said Altar on them, they were like wrappers I had never seen before, and I was really hyped about them, and those rolls had absolutely nothing in them. So I think they were searched. But I didn't think they would be searched, because usually when it's a type of wrapper I've never seen before, they're never searched. But yeah, so the nickels definitely could have done better. Those definitely fell below expectations. But pennies also did well. I got 7 wheat pennies out of only like $11. So, and I got a Philippines coin, and yeah. So, no, nothing old as far as the wheat pennies go. The only thing most notable in the nickels was one of the Canadian nickels was a 2005 commemorative. But yeah, so those are the finds in the hunts, and yeah, that was pretty much all the updates for today. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. I will catch you guys soon.